guys, I'm Amy, and you've landed on Belle Loves Bargains. That's my cow Effingham, and sometimes he co-hosts with me. He's got a lot to say. This channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And why? Because everything at the Dollar Tree is $1.25, people. So stick around, consider subscribing, and don't forget to give me that big thumbs up. And if you want to know more about the 4 uploads I do every week, just check out the description box for more information. Enjoy! God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. Hi guys, welcome to Belle's Bargains. My name is Amy. Guess what I'm bringing you today? Can you guess? One guess. All right. I know that July 4th is just a couple of weeks away. I'm so excited because my family is coming out. Little Moses will be here, who was born on the 4th of July. Should have named him Yankee Doodle. They didn't. Anyway, and so I am just doing this one video. I may have one other 4th of July craft, which if I do it, I'll probably do it after a haul. Anyway, okay, so, hey, by the way, if you're new to the channel, stick around and have fun. I open every video with a song, if you like it or not. Fast forward. Anyway, and I'm so excited because I'm getting so close to the 2,500 mark. And as soon as I do, I have a huge gnome giveaway for that. And let's see what else is going on. Oh my gosh, Marcus and I have been traveling so much. Oh, I do have a product review at the end of this video, so stick around for that. I took some video to show you a product review. What else? Jax is getting bigger and growing and has turned into a really beautiful little travel dog. So that's kind of fun. He gets attention everywhere he goes. Everybody goes, he's so cute. Can I pet your dog? Yeah, pet him. We want to socialize him. And so last night we were playing and he lost a tooth. So we have a baby tooth. Normally they swallow them, but not that I'm going to do anything with it. Anyway, so he's just, look, he's still trying to chew me all the time. No biting. And we're working on no biting. See, he stopped. Good boy. Good boy. Let's see. He's also, potty training is going, We pretty much have the pee-pee down, not the poo-poo. So I don't know what to do about that. All right, let's dive in. So if you are new, you should know that this channel is Dollar Tree, and only Dollar Tree. And I have a talking cow who's slightly out of frame this morning. I'm sorry. Effingham. Oh my gosh. I feel awful. I know, I feel awful. I'm not even sure how to fix that right now. I didn't notice before we started. Let's see, will that work? Okay, that's a little better. So, I know, I would be mad if I were you as well. That's okay, it's all right. So, you're right, and I should have changed your beach bell out for 4th of July. I didn't. Okay, well that's okay. I know. Jax is trying to chew Effingham's voice. Okay, Jax, you gotta go down now. Say goodbye to the besties. All right, I have 4 crafts to show you today. So I'm super excited about that. I don't have a bunch of 4th of July stuff. And so I just did some, anyway, I just had some fun. I just did some stuff that I have. So let's start out with the very first 4th of July craft that I did. And that was this little tassel right here. So I gotta say, I tried to glue the 2 stars together. It didn't work. So don't even try. They're just together. It's fine. So these were new this year. They gave us the cute little 2 hanging stars with about, I don't know, maybe that much beads on them. And so, well, I can tell you how many beads because it was exactly half of what's on here, I believe, if I remember correctly. Anyway, well, hold on. Let me show you how I made it. So this is these 2 little ornaments that they are, oh, I'm dropping beads, dang it. Anyway, I'm gonna do a cool little tassel garland thing. I'm going to take 2 of the stars and put them together and then do a thing that I'm going to do red, white, red, white, red, white, blue. So it's like a flag on a string of beads. Let's go. So I'm going to open up these little tassel thing. I don't even know what you call them. Anyway, whatever. I'm going to take all the beads off of them and separate them by color. And I don't have any other blue beads, so I have to use just what I have here. By the way, I just tried to hot glue the 2 stars together. That didn't work. Anyway, and then I try and take some string here to like tie it together and make it look cool. That didn't work. It just looked weird. So, anyway, so I give up on that and I just start to go ahead and make my tassel garland thing here. Alright, so I used the white and the jute colored twine and I just started stringing. So I was just doing my red and my white. So was it 2 red, 2 white, or 1 white, 1 red? No, 2 red, 2 white, 2 white. Yeah, anyway, hey Jax, he's playing with cat. For my 13 rows, and then I went to my blue. So the blue and the white, I just used what I had of the blue because I didn't have any other blue beads that were that blue. Obviously I have blue beads right there in the screen, but not that I have that were the right blue. So anyway, once I get that done, I'm sorry, I have not been doing a good job filming lately. I keep being slightly off camera. I apologize. I'll work on that. So, and when I get to the end, I did my tassel. So when I do my tassel, I just wrap the string around my hand. I did it 25 times because that meant there would be 50 things in the tassel, like the 50 states, I don't know. So 25 wraparounds. And then I just tie it off and around the loop-to-loop part of it. And then tie it on to my tassel tag thing. What do you call these things? I don't even, garland. I get a garland, right? And then I sort of shove the ends back into the beads up above as my sort of tie off after I've knotted it. And then I just cut my tassels, trimmed them up, and then I thought, okay, since the hot glue didn't work, I think I'll try this other little glue. I don't remember what it's called. Anyway, I put that on there, I clamped it, that didn't work. So you just can't glue this plastic together. But anyway, it's cute. All right, so super easy, right? By the way, I have to apologize. I took a shower. I have a very dear friend who is in Mayo right now. Prayers, by the way, healing prayers, please. It would be so much appreciated. And so I've jumped in the shower and I'm doing this video, so my hair is still wet. But you guys, you don't care, right? I put on lipstick. Hello. Okay, so prayers for my friend Chad, if you wouldn't mind. But I'm going to be, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going out there. And so my day is just a little bit preoccupied slightly, I guess. So anyway, but I've got to get this up because I made the crafts. All right, so this cute little tassel, I love it. I think it's super cute. I like decorations like this. So it's not a large piece. I can actually just incorporate it into what I already have, right? Just, you know, weave it through something, have a nice little wing, the deco piece. But notice what I did. So it's like a flag. Here's the blue with the stars and then the red and white stripes. What I want you guys to notice is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Representing what? Our 13 colonies, of course. There's not 50 stars on here. But anyway, okay, so I like this. I think this was super easy. And I didn't do the tassel very well. Sorry, guys. I will perfect it and then show you guys some point. But, I mean, it's a tassel. All right, so that was the first piece I made. I love it. I think it came out super, super cute. And then the second piece I made was, and this one was so easy, right? So this one was really easy too. So I hauled these cute little red, white, and blue miniature buckets. And I was like, they're so cute. So what I did here, you could just do one and use it on a tier tray. Actually, you could probably use this whole thing on a tier tray. So I just decided, what the heck? I took the Scrabble tiles, put them on the front, USA. There's some sand. Hold on. I do this all the time. Let me just show you. Okay, so this is like a little wood hanger. And I've got the 3 little buckets that came as a group. I'm going to take the string off of this because I'm just going to use it as a platform. And I'm going to find tiles here that say USA, put them on here, and then I think I'm just going to put some, I was thinking about making little miniature firecrackers or some little florals in there. I'm not sure yet exactly what I'm going to put in there. I'm going to start creating and then see what happens. First, we're going to take the shoe polish, the white shoe polish, and just sort of whitewash my little board here. I tell you guys all the time, the shoe polish is amazing stuff. Okay, so then when I do that, here's the thing. I find all my USA tiles. I find the U, the S, and the A. And I didn't put my buckets in the right order. I was going to go red, white, and blue, but I was just like so excited about doing this that I like totally forgot about the order of my buckets. I guess it doesn't really matter, but if I did it again, I would do red, white, blue. So anyway, I put the USA on there. And then I did decide to go ahead with the firecrackers. So what I used to make the little firecrackers is those little wood cut-off pieces that you can now get at the Dollar Tree. And I just used red, white, and blue for my colors, and I just did sort of random little things. So one that's all blue, one that's all red, one that's all white, one that's like striped white and red, one that's blah, blah, blah. And then I add string onto them using some of the twine that's like the blue and the natural color, and the other one that's the red, the natural color. I use those. But the thing is, when you're doing these, like I used paints, and then later on I used a little bit of a marker just to clean up some of the lines. You could do this with just markers, FYI. The paint colors are a little bit more vibrant, I would say. By the way, these are the acrylology paint colors. I love them. I think they're great. But I don't have my white. Remember, I didn't have the white, so I ended up using shoe polish for doing the white one, and then the tempera paint, white paint that I did have. So this is just random patterns. I think anything that you want to do would be fine. You could make them all the same, make them all different. I did them all a little bit different, and it was kind of fun. And I was not being super careful. That's that white tempera, so it's not a real vibrant white, but it works fine. It works for what I needed it. And I just went around making them like red, white, and blue, whatever the pattern was I felt like doing. So anyway, you guys can do it however you want. And then I went back and forth like on what to put in the buckets. You'll see here in a minute I do end up putting in sand. And that did work very well. I would probably suggest that. And at one point right here, as soon as I'm done with the white, I am going to pick up some markers. And that was just to clean up some of the lines. And I'm sorry, I'm not completely on screen here, you guys. I have a problem when I paint. I pull it really close to my body when I'm painting. Does anybody else do that, or is it just me? But I was not too concerned with my colors running into each other. Again, I was just sort of going for the folk arty kind of look on my firecrackers here. So it was fun to do these because it was just sort of freeform. And then you can do it however you want. Okay, so once I had them all done, oh, here's a marker. I decided to go in with the red marker on this one that had the white stripes on it. Worked great. So that is another option. And then just to clean up the lines on the other red and white stripes. I have one stick sitting there. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but I painted something. So anyway, okay, and then I used the jute twine to wrap some of them. When I put oh wait, back up. This is where I decided to use the shoe polish to do one that was all white. I love that shoe polish, you guys. Come on, like it's like my favorite thing from the Dollar Tree as a crafting tool, which that worked great. Okay, and then I get some twine, and I'm gonna just put that around it and put some pretty colors on, like that all white one and the all red one. Glue my buckets down. Notice I put two towards the front and the middle one towards the back because this was slightly a tight squeeze for the three of them. So by doing that, I was able to get them on there a little bit better. And I was just throwing some sand on some glue that overflowed on the thing just to cover it up. Alright, so throw my sand in, and then I start to put my firecrackers. The final thing on the firecrackers was adding that little, what do you call the end of the thing that you light, right? The fuse, right? The fuse. So that's just jute twine. And I just knotted it and glued it to the top and cut it off. That was it. You guys, I think these are really cute. What do you think? Anyway, you can watch me tie the rest of the knots on now. So super easy. I want to talk about too, like I was not careful in my painting. I really was going for that sort of folk arkish like look in my firecrackers here. So do it however you want. Anyway, I think this is like just a super sweet little cute piece. Be really cute in like in a kid's room for decoration or something. Or again, like on a tier tray, you could do just one of these. All right. So I hope you guys like that. I love that. All right, now the next piece I did is really, really cool because it's a twofer. By the way, I think Minnesota Mickey sent me these last year. Yes, Mickey, I think you did. Somebody sent it to me last year. I love them. They're super cute. They're Uncle Sam's that are, you know, I don't even know if they're Dollar Tree. I don't think so. Okay, so I made this really cool 4th of July tray with handles, with rope handles, right? Looks really good. That's what I had everything sitting on. And this is, just so you know, this box was a Dollar Tree Easter thing that I got for $1.25 on clearance after Easter. Well, you'll see in the video. But this is a placemat, and I was like, oh, it would be such a cool, like, red, white, and blue. I could serve something on this. I can display decor pieces on it or whatnot. But it had an inside, a flip side. And so I was like, I'm totally making it two-sided. Now, as you can see behind me, obviously, I have been doing coastal crafts now for a couple of weeks. And I keep loading them up behind me. So if you want to see any of these projects, they're all on my videos my craft videos for the last couple weeks. So I was like, well, I might as well do the other side coastal. And I believe in one of the songs, it's like, did I just sing it? From sea to shining sea, right? So I was like, well, I think I should use that. So, and there happens to be a, what do you call them? A stencil that's from sea to shining sea from the Dollar Tree stencils. So I just want to talk about this really quickly. For those of you who think you can't paint, watch me do this. Oh, wait, just watch right now. This is a tray that I got at Easter, but I got it for like 75% off right after Easter. So it was like $1.25, and I'm going to go heat this up and see if I can get this off. If not, I'll just scrape it off. Anyway, I'm going to make this a double-sided tray. So see, normally it was $5 from a Dollar Tree Plus, and I got it for $1.25. Like, their after holiday clearance is so good. It's like really good. So, but I'm not going to use this for Easter. But you could, like I have another one, so I could double side it and make it, it's good for Easter, and then this way it's good for something else. Anyway, I'm going to take and make some beaded handles. I'm going to use this placemat for the top, which will make it nonstick for putting stuff on top of it, but also make it nonstick for sliding this way. And then this side can be sort of a trinket tray or a service tray, either way. So you could just do it either way. Anyway, I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to go heat gun this off. I was hoping to get that off in one piece. I didn't, but it doesn't matter. All right, so I just sanded a little bit there to clean it up. And then I'm mixing the dark blue with some white to make a base color for, this is the inside of the tray, I guess you would call it. And I know that I'm going to do this side a nautical one, right? So I just, not nautical, ocean, whatever. So I just paint a base. But I want you guys to take note of how easy this is, what I did. So I have that base, the dark color. Then I take the light blue and I'm just sort of randomly putting my sky in there, mixing it all in to get my sky color. And see that? I just took and made my horizon line. Just super easy. With just a darker thing, make the horizon line. Now I'm just adding this color in there to sort of get my sand in. Then a white squiggly to get my shoreline. And then I'm going to do it like one more time and pull that up just with a brush. So it gives me sort of the wave look. Then add more sand color to really get some sand down the bottom. Super easy, guys. This is not what I would call like a beautiful painting, but it's effective exactly for what I wanted. So now I have my, what do they call these things? Stencil, which this is from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just sort of measuring like where it is. Okay, so this is when I realize I don't have any white. All I have is the tempera white, which is not an acrylic, right? It's more water-based. And so I try it, go go on there. But when I lift it up, it's just not dark enough. I mean, you can see it, but it's not dark enough. And when it dried, it would have been even lighter. So I lift it up, but it looks really good. I like how it looks. And I'm like, no, it's not gonna work. So I right away took a wipey and wiped it off the painting because my underneath was dry. I'd let that dry, obviously. So now I'm gonna go with the blue, sort of the light blue, and that works fine. But once I'm done, this was, I don't do a lot of stenciling, so I'm not good at it, let's say. But because those words are pretty small, I had just issues. Thanks, Marcus. Marcus is playing stuff in the background. I wanted to clean up some of those words after it dried, so I'm just painting the edge here. By the way, see that gap on the side? I do put some wood glue in there and close that up. So I just went ahead and took a small brush and sort of cleaned up the words. You could use marker, you can use a small brush, you can do whatever you want, but I just took some time and just cleaned it up a little bit because the stencil bled, but I also didn't, it's not like a sticky stencil, right? You're just holding it down there, so there's that. Anyway, it looks really good. And then I took the stencil and added just a couple of starfish in the corner. I think this is really cool. I really like this, and of course it's stuck with my 4th of July from sea to shining sea, so I like that. Okay, there I'm removing the clamps because I put some wood glue in there and fixed that side that was going apart. This is what, again, it's the shoe polish because you know I love this stuff. I'm just doing this because the background behind the placemat around the edges and whatnot, I want it to be white. This is, I don't know what blue it is. I just showed you, but I can't remember. So it's a different blue that was on the sea side of this because it's a blue that matches the placemat. Because of course, you're going to see that side when the sides when the placemat's on there. So I'm just measuring, going to cut this off. I wasn't sure if it was going to work, you guys, but I did just use spray adhesive and then weighted it down to let it dry, and that did work. It worked quite well. I had one little place that lifted up, and so I just re-glued and taped it down to dry. So I put a bunch of weight on there to dry it, and then bam. I think I let it dry actually overnight, and then pulled that all off, and it was good. One little section that was lifting, I re-sprayed and put a little bit of tape down. So now I have to, the sides of this needed another coat. Oh, but first I'm going to put Mod Podge on the inside of this. So I just sealed it with Mod Podge. Again, it's not dishwasher safe Mod Podge, which is probably what you would want to use if you're going to actually put anything on this, this tray. I don't happen to have any of that, so I just use regular Mod Podge. But even still, I feel like it would be fine. It's not like you're going to soak it in water, right? And then I went back onto the sides, and I believe I did 3 coats on each side to get full coverage there, because this wood just soaks in that paint. And then just took my nautical rope, made equal lengths, and put my knots on there, measured it out, and then glued on my handles, which it glues really, really well, because of course the glue adheres to that rope and to the painted wood, so yeah. Talk about just like whipping it on there, boom, boom, boom. But it looks like an ocean scene, doesn't it? So let's really quickly, I know you've already seen it, but I just want to talk a few things about this. I loved making this double-sided, and this could just stand up like this, like a shelf sitter, right? Because it's got and you could even put some real seashells in here. It'd be really cute. I did just stencil like a couple little starfish down in the corner. Anyway, so you could do whatever. I did not have... I have no white acrylic paint. How that happened, I don't know. I think I do know. I just haven't replaced it. So anyway, so I started it. It was tempera, wrong thing. So I ended up having to use a light blue. So this would stand out a whole lot more if it was white. I'm okay. I kind of like the subtle of it. I would do it in white if I had the white though. All right. And then you'll notice the sides are a different blue to match this blue here. But it all works. I mean, even the blue here, I'm pulling it in like right here. Sort of that darker blue. Okay. I love this piece. It's actually one of my favorites I think I've ever made. I've done double-sided trays before. I've done very little painting for you guys, and I do love to paint, so I think I'm going to do some more. And I just, again, you guys, this looks like an ocean, and it was so simple, so I hope you watch that. Not pour art. I didn't do pour art. I just did free, crazy let the paints paint the picture for you. Okay, so I love, love, love this. I hope you guys like that as well. And then the final thing that I made, which is right behind me, was Pinterest inspired. I've done very few Pinterest inspired crafts, but this one definitely was. And I saw it and I was like, I can make that with Dollar Tree supplies. So this was the Pinterest picture, an old window, and they took a flag, and again, let's see it there, right? So that's my Pinterest inspired piece, but this is, oh shoot, this is what I made. All right, so before I even show you the video, this is a chair cover. And when I hauled it, I said, I'm gonna use it like it's a flag, which is exactly what I did. And there's so many elements to this. Just here, watch how I made it. Okay, this is the chair cover, but I'm gonna use it like a flag because of the size of it. I like it. But FYI, you could also make this a pillow. Like, look at that, because it just goes over a chair. But I want the flag, which I will iron and stuff. But I need to make a faux window. And so I'm going to use 2 of these signs. And then I'm going to take one of the pieces off of the side. I'll remove one here and one here. So I'm going to have to take a piece of this to give me my faux window look. So I'm going to do some deconstructing first, then build my window, and then put my flag in it. You'll see. Total 4th of July. And then once I'm done with that, I may do like a bow on the top of it or on the side or something. I'm not sure. I'll get it done and then I'll see. So first I got to pull these windows all apart. They came apart really easily, by the way. You have to be a little bit careful as you're prying these off because one of them almost broke. I saved it. But you know, and I took the time to clean all of these pieces up, by the way. I like scraped them and got them all really clean. And I only removed, at first I sanded off, oh wait, I have to trim off a piece of the one here because I'm making that window, right? So I only want one piece of wood in the middle, which means I've got a little bit too much sign there. So I just scored it a bunch and then it pops off. It's pretty easy. I think we've all, done that with these, their signs. Anyway, so at first I sanded off the sparkles, like I was gonna leave that there, and then I realized like no, because it shows through the flag, so I couldn't. So then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to take this paper off of here because I wanted the clean back. I just didn't want to, I don't know, I didn't want like there to be signage on the back of this, so I cleaned it off the front. All right, so this one took more. The second one came off a lot easier, but of course I filmed this one. That's always how it is, right? Excuse me. So I got it all clean, and then I cleaned up all the pieces, which I don't show you on camera here, but I cleaned them all up. And then I had to go to building my sign. So I put the 2 sides together. That's the back side, and I used popsicle sticks with wood glue and hot glue just to hold them together, and pretty basic, right? So 1 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and 2 in the middle. There we go. Pretty simple. I had to trim the second one slightly so that it would fit in there. But this was just a pretty clean way of putting these 2 together. Okay, so then once we get that done, I flip it over, and I'm going to use what but my shoe polish. So I have this little trick too. I just poke in the thing, and then it drips a bunch of the paint out. So then I covered the whole thing in the shoe polish, which I don't need to show you, but I did. And then I went to ironing the flag, and I trimmed off the seam there a little bit, took off the white tags that was showing through. This little iron works horribly, FYI. So I used some spritzing it with water and let it dry, and that helped some. But I'm going to put it in there and wrinkle it kind of anyway. I just didn't want these really obvious creases in it when I was doing that. So now I'm going to go to building it. I missed filming the first one, but I glued the whole flag down the one side and then went to putting the rest of it on there. And so all I'm doing is gluing piece by piece, and on that, keeping the top and the bottom and the side of the flag equal with the size of my faux window. So the only mistake I did there was I glued the whole thing. I should have just glued top and bottom so there's a little more fluidity with the flag and I could manipulate it a little bit more. And then on that very top piece there, that was one with 2 holes in it, which I should have used on the bottom, but oh well, it's rugged looking. And then as I put that side piece on, there was a slight gap, which I did put a little piece in to fix that. I don't think I showed that to you. All right, so now I've got my top and the bottom and the sides and the middle, and so now I just have to cut that other piece to make my window frame portions for the center. And here I did just glue like on the sides and not all the way. Maybe I did on this one. I did glue that one. On the next one, I was like, I just glued on the ends. So that was the other thing. If you were going to make this, is just glue the ends so you can manipulate your flag a little bit after you've put your whole frame together. Okay, so I do that, get it all in there, and then that's when I take again my little shoe polish, and I'm going to whitewash this frame a little bit. Pretty easy to do. That's where I was fixing the little gap that I had up there. So I'm just whitewashing with the shoe polish, giving it a little whitewashing is all I can think to call it. I'm not really stressing it because I'm just adding some white onto it. And then after I do that, I take the brown shoe polish and I age my flag. Okay, in hindsight, I should have done this before I ever put the flag on, but I forgot, and so I had to do it after because it was just too bright when it was like so stark white and everything. So aging it, I think, really helped the look of it. And then this is where, after I get done with this, I add on something that wasn't on the Pinterest one, and that was putting this bow on the bottom and adding some greenery. So I really like that touch, and that's just personal preference. You don't have to. And you could have put this up in the corner, up in either corner, in the center of it. Ended up putting mine on the bottom, and I really like how it looks. So you can watch me make this this bow, but that's just ribbon, and I cut it in strips to add to it, and then, anyway. Personal choice here. And then added some greenery, and my greenery I left kind of like floppy, so when I hang it on the wall it would just sort of hang down and be, I don't know. Anyway, that's just how I did it. But if you did decide to do this, you could do it however you want. It was really fun though to make this faux window out of. It's something I might do again, and make something else out of it, but those signs and those frames on the signs just worked absolutely perfectly. I hope you guys love this one. I absolutely do. You can finish watching me make the bow. I hope you guys love this. I do. I've obviously added to mine with the embellishment down here of the bow. I really like that. And obviously mine isn't an actual window, but I made a window looking piece out of those signs, and it really does look like a window. Now I have not yet put a hanger on it. I couldn't find my sawtooth hangers because of all of our downsizing, and things aren't still exactly back where they could be or should be. I mean, I know I have them in my craft supplies, I just can't find them. So, but I would probably put a sawtooth hanger on there and hang this up. But it did work really well right now as a lean-to. And again, just adding this element of the bow down here. This is another one of those, from those tassels. It's one of these metal stars. And I love that. I love this. So how do you guys love the shoe polish? It whitewashed my frame for me. I used the shoe polish to age my flag. I really like this piece. I hope you guys like this piece too. I'm hoping my daughter likes it because I would like to give it to her. Okay, so that's that. That was the last one. Which one is your favorite, you guys? I gotta get it to stay. It's not gonna stay right now. There we go. Which one is your favorite? Was it my window? Was it my two-sided from sea to shining sea platter? I do really like this. Oh, and did I say I covered this with Mod Podge? I didn't have dishwasher safe Mod Podge, I just used regular Mod Podge. But I would use dishwasher safe just because then you could put like drinks on it or something, but I don't think I would use this as a serving tray. I would use this side as that. Anyway, okay. So which one is your favorite? Is it that? Is it my USA? This is so cute. This is just like super little miniature cute. Or is it my super easy simplistic tassel? This is so usable, I will say that. That's what I love about this one. It's just so usable no matter what. This is usable as a decor piece. All right, guys, that's it. Tell me which one was your favorite down below. If you made it all the way through this video, please put USA down in the comments. If you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. And what else? Please leave a comment. I mean, it does really help the algorithm with YouTube, but all my besties know I'm not like working super hard to grow this channel right now. I'm just sort of sustaining and it's growing organically, which I kind of like. So I'm gaining real subscribers and not, you know, 50,000 subscribers, but only 3,000 views, because that's not any good either. So I'm kind of liking this organic growth thing. Who knows what we'll do? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. So I'm now going to talk about my product review before I sign off. You guys, this is, oh, I didn't bring one out of the box. Hold on. Okay, so I literally just hauled these on Saturday. And I said when I got home, I would try it and show you guys because I did an away haul. By the way, I'm sorry about my thumbnail on Saturday. I was having to do my thumbnail while I was on my phone, which I can't do. So anyway, but you guys don't care. It was video content is all I care about. So this is, if you find these, buy this. $1.25. It's the incense burner waterfall garden. Amazing. It comes with 20 incense cones in it. And the cones are, let me show you what one looks like. The cones look like this. So they're little incense cones. I had to read the directions because I don't do incense. And I walked in my house after I was in the garage and I'm like, it smells like somebody's smoking a cigar. But it was the sandalwood incense. So you light these and you get them burning and then you blow them out. And so they're like smoldering, you know, they look like a coal, hot coal. But the thing is, on the bottom of these incense, so you have to get very specific ones, there's a hole. Can you see the hole? I don't even know if you guys can see the hole in there. Okay, there you go, yeah. So there's a hole, and so the smoke gets drawn down like that. It's like a chimney, but a reverse chimney. And then it sits on top of this, and it flows out. Look at this. Works. Amazing, right? It's so cool. So if you find them, you got to pick one up. What a great Christmas gift or a birthday gift or just a new home gift. I'm giving one to our little friend Danielle, who just got her own apartment. She was staying with us for a while, but it leaves like a residue in there. I just forgot to wipe that out. Anyway, and it smells like smoke. Okay, so cool for $1.25. What? I bought 3. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that. So there's a product review. It works. It's amazing. The one drawback, that incense only burned for maybe 30 minutes. But I guess that's, like, do you need it to burn any longer? Actually, just to, because I can still smell it in the house. So I guess not, right? I'm actually not a big incense person, but I just think this thing is so cool to watch. I'm going to do it anyway. So there's that. All right, everybody. Have a good day, a good week, a good life. Jax, do you want to say goodbye? Jack Packers. Jax, come here. Do you want to say bye-bye? Do you want to say bye-bye? I should, if I remember, I'll insert some video of this guy attacking the cat again, which, but he's been so good. We were gone for an entire week, 2 weeks ago? And when he got back, he was so happy to see his cat. And then we were gone the other day for 2 days, and he got back. He was so happy to see Friday, his best friend. So they're getting way better. The cat's getting way better with Jax. And now Jax is calmer, but the video I'm going to insert is hysterical. I hope I remember to insert it. Because he's barking at Friday, and Friday's like, whatever. I don't care. Bark at me. And it's the only time we hear Jax bark. That is really the only time we hear you bark, huh? Is when you're playing with Mr. Friday. Yeah? Right? Are you getting tired? You look all somber here. Is it nappy times? It might be nappy times. Say goodbye. Effingham, you were so quiet today. Oh, okay. Alrighty. All right. Well, I'm sorry that you're tired too. And again, thank you for all the prayers for my dear friend Chad. I love you guys, and I will see you back here the next time, whenever that is. I'm not exactly sure. So, because we're getting ready for family to come out and whatnot. All right. Say bye, Jax. All right. Enjoy the next little videos here. He got you. Yep, he's had enough. He's like, no. Where are you going? Where are you going?